Bonjour à tous, welcome back to my channel, it's Soy Travels. Since I moved here in Canada, a lot of people have asked me what it's like to live here. So I decided to come up with a list of 5 things you need to know before you move here in Canada. Now, just a quick disclaimer, the things that I'll be sharing with you today will be based on my observations and personal experiences as a new immigrant, which means it may or may not be applicable to you or to the province that you decide to settle in. If you're new to my channel, please also consider supporting me by clicking the subscribe button below, and I'll definitely appreciate it. So if you're planning to move here or you're on your way to start a new life in Canada, please watch until the end of this video to know if it's really that expensive to live here. Let's find out.
Number 1. The weather. I guess the first things that people think about Canada are cold weather, snow, polar bears, etc. And I cannot blame you for that. Canada is indeed a very cold country, and sometimes it can get up to negative 40 degrees Celsius during winter. Gosh, that's very cold. However, it is not entirely true. In fact, when I arrived here in July, it was in the middle of summer and I was kind of hoping for a much cooler weather condition. But to my surprise, it was very hot and the humidity was really extreme. Quite surprising comment from someone who used to live in Dubai for 6 years. But Canada is not cold all year round. In fact, we have 4 seasons here, which are spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Number 2. The language. Canada has 2 official languages, namely English and French, or locally they call it as Anglophones and Francophones. If you're like me a few years ago, I used to think that all Canadians speak English. But of course, that is not true. In fact, if you choose to live in Quebec, my current province, where majority of the Francophones settled, you might consider learning French because it will definitely save you, especially when you look for items at a grocery. Trust me, they will definitely appreciate and thank you for trying to speak to them in French. And I can guarantee you that French Canadians are really nice people. Number 3. The land area. Canada is the second largest country in the world, with 9.985 million square kilometers of land area, composing of 10 provinces and 3 territories. Most of the time, I would encounter people saying, "Oh, I have a friend in Calgary, Toronto, or Vancouver." Truth is, it is very unlikely to meet these people from other cities because traveling there is very costly and can take a lot of your time. Even traveling from Montreal, which is the closest city where I live, to Quebec City would take me 2 hours. So traveling to Vancouver via air is like traveling to London. In fact, it is also closer to travel from Montreal to New York than in Calgary. It is sort of living inside a bubble where when you're settled in a certain province, it's probably that you would stay there most of the time and would not dare to cross somewhere else. Number 4. The tipping culture. This is probably the most culturally shocking thing I have ever encountered in Canada. I am more accustomed to giving tips only when I'm super happy with the service I have received from someone. But that being said, it is very likely to happen. Tipping in Canada is like an unspoken rule of moral obligation to others. The rule is you have to give tips around 10 to 15% or more if you're very happy with a service from your total bill. I know it's very shocking. Normally, you give tips at restaurants, salon, barbershop, hotel, and your pizza guy. And besides, smiles, patience, and friendly approach are appreciated anywhere you travel, so why not give tips? Share your generosity and your kindness to the world. And finally on our list, number 5, taxation. Again, I used to live in Dubai for 6 years where tax is almost non-existing, except for the 5% value-added tax that you pay for goods, which is nothing. Needless to say, the tax is very foreign topic to me, so this is probably something that I have to learn again. The tax rates are different in respect to the province you decide to settle. Here in Quebec, it is higher than other provinces and territories because the government of Quebec finances a wide variety of services that other governments do not. I'm sharing to you the link in the description below to check the different tax rates of every provinces in Canada. On a personal note though, you should be very mindful with the goods that you buy, because the price that you will see on the tag is not the final price. And this happened to me a couple of times when I had the total amount on my head, and surprise, you still had to pay the tax on the counter. This is probably one of the only things I wish I could have done better. I just don't understand why they can just simply add a tax on the tag. Because anyway, I'm still going to pay for it. And for those of you who knows, please comment on the section below why they have this kind of system, just for us to be enlightened. Canada is a beautiful country filled with really wonderful people. Canadians are always known for being polite, and I can personally attest to that. It is also gifted with very beautiful nature. So if you dream to start a new life somewhere in the world, Canada is definitely one of the top choices to migrate to.
Thank you so much guys for watching this video until the end, and I hope this video has been very informational and helpful to you. Again, if you haven't, please also click the subscribe button below and feel free to share this video to your friends. You might also consider checking my other videos up here. That's all for today guys. Stay safe and see you in my next video. Bye!